So Key and Cunningham to jump it up. Harmon grabs it, and here we go from Fort Worth. And this keeps it alive. Another chance for Texas. Booker circling, driving, missing, and final last. Here's Morgan into the corner, has it, buries the three. Amelia has back to Lee. The sophomore Lee spinning and gets the roll.
This is what they did in their regular season meeting, was have Tiani Key bring the ball up and initiate the offense.
Boone. Carlton will fire and hit.
How about
here? Strack left alone, can't hit. Key on the offensive glass. Morgan couldn't finish. Again, Harmon, Lee, another two in transition for Kentucky. Now Strack will try. No. Booker couldn't grab. Booker behind the back. Fading. Influenced by acid. Now she gets hacked.
And got the initial stop, but then caused a foul on the putback.
You got to give your defense a chance. You got to give it. He talked about Madison Booker and hunting shots. When these teams played in February, she did not take her first field goal attempt until...
Harmon with pace. Booker wheels back. Gets fouled hard. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham found the angle. Louisville, Harmon knocks it away. Another turnover. Lee leaking out again. Obi kicks it out. Key, mid-range, feathery. In the nation. An assist. Morgan, the pull-up. Won't go. Rebound. Over to Harmon, mid-range. Money for Rory Harmon.
The situation and knowing who to deliver the basketball to.
Wide open underneath. Layup is good on the delivery. Booker wide open. And a foul going the other way. That's it for Kentucky. Strack, a good look there. Won't go. Booker, excellent.
I mean, Texas, when they are able to make shots, holy cow, they apply so much defense.
This is based on a true story. As Obi lays it in. 5, Lee. Does she get the roll? No. Oldacre, oh, look out. Almost took Strack's head with the ball. And laid. Lob it inside. Strack gets fouled. And Clara Strack is going to shoot two. The way it got bent underneath her. 7% on the season. Missed them both. Harmon, mid-range, sure. Key held up, turning, and getting the roll.
Texas really limiting.
Lee lobs it in, and Oldacre finishes.
Oldacre got it.
Texas is shooting over 70% from the floor in this first quarter as Kentucky turns it over. Stages of the season for Texas. Carlton can't finish. Oldacre again.
But that's exactly what she did offensively.
Vic said, y'all, she's the toughest, most physical. And Madison Booker lays it in. How hot is Texas? The way they've looked to start this game. As Key can't finish it, Oldacre. Lobbing it in, Oldacre, what position? Couldn't quite finish it as Key was able to lobbing it in. Key with Oldacre on her. Key gets fouled by Oldacre.
Well, you can see she's wearing that big elbow brace. You guys mentioned it briefly, but she missed a huge portion in the middle of the season. Things to try to stay in shape where you don't need to use your upper body, whether that's the Versa climber with one arm or the Alter G.
A lot of room to grow.
Yes. That's something Kenny Brooks has talked to us about as well. Wow, what a tough bucket from Booker. Shovel, Strack, no. Sidbury there to make a difference. Booker picks it up. Booker, mid-range, oh yeah. Morgan can't finish. Rebound gets coughed out of bounds. I mean, she's a future MVP.
Oh, yes.
Morgan scoots in, tough bucket there. Aaliyah Crum going to check in as well, the talented freshman. Booker, not that time. Whacked at
some point. They're going to need that added threat from the perimeter.
Harmon connects on a three. Strack plays it in. Come back, so just be ready. Thanks for picking me up, though, partner, as Lee gets fouled. But
they're going to be able to limit you in the mid-range or in the paint, and you need that three-ball threat. You have it from Lee.
But look at Roy Harmon being able to shoot that three. She adds that dimension, and Ryan, she doesn't do a lot, as you mentioned. She told me that, the shot is coming along. She thinks it can get even better to help her chances in the pros.
No doubt, Ollie. It'll be a big weapon for her, for sure. Pass it. Off the mark. Harmon the rebound. Morgan fouled by Lee. Morgan gets it into Strack. Her jumper rolls off. Harmon mid-range. Won't go. Good box out there from off the steal. Harmon, she got it.
Another triple-double in this building.
The watch is on. Morgan back ironing off. Now Lee in transition. She loses it. Squirts. Carlton the lob in. Cunningham the lay. Beautiful offense there from Tech. Boone fires and hits from three.
What these teams does.
She has the second most threes in a season in school history. I don't know if Jordan Lee couldn't finish that one, but she has been. Here's Harmon. Carlton off one leg, drops it in, but a travel. Backs away. Crum finds an angle and slides in for two.
Another deflection just because nobody can get open to catch a pass.
Harmon, it also, Rebecca, Harmon has always been fast.
And he has it today.
And Texas has been able to keep Madison Booker on the bench for a while as Lee sticks it. Rock dances today during this run in the studio during this tournament. As Key can't finish it. Trump the bounce, Lee the weight, and the lay. Texas is putting on a
she is brilliant from a basketball perspective, but she's also brilliant because she wants to be a doctor. She's an outstanding surgeon. She wants to be a dermatologist, but we did find out later that dermatologist is a much more difficult shooter.
That's right. Meanwhile, I think Vic also has ideas about the kind of pro she can. Saw them with Louisville and Michigan earlier. This is the second. Carlton the rebound, kicks it out. Lee able to sit for most of the second quarter because of this. Strack banks it in, plus the foul. She's put up this season are startling. The last SEC player to average at least 15 points, 10 fade, no. And the tip from Oldacre, wow. Nearly a deep, long, left it out. Harmon fading away, wow. I mean, she has just played Harmon knocks it away. Here's Strack, a clean look, and buries the three. Lee curling, catching, dishing. Carlton short. Strack ducks under, leaves it. Harmon mid-range, not that time. Ended it off. Obi dishes, Key rims off on a three. Decides to go left, still 10 to shoot. Booker a three, back iron and off. Harmon the rebound, her seventh. Harmon the wiggle and gets fouled. She actually had a string of 9 straight games scoring in single digits entering this one. 11 today. Misses both free throws there. Cunningham, the offensive rebound. Pass it. Throws it away. Booker will take. Can't hit. Rebound, Carroll. Morgan able to dig up the rebound. And then the pass just too far in front of
the team see that they can have success even when Booker's not on the floor.
Booker,
That's stuck in there. Most of the ball is below the rim. You know, usually it's like the midway point.
Up to the line.
There you go.
Wow, how about even at the line? Booker 0 for 3 now. Morgan, what a drive and finish from Tony from Georgia Amore a year ago. Does have 8 turnovers today. Booker, that's the stroke.
Able to create the space she needed with the step back.
Strap getting free and laying it in. Looked like she might have gotten away with a walk.
There was nothing to that effect.
We're all grateful for that. Carlton can't finish. Knocked out of bounds. Timeout. Armed at how tall the mascot was.
Yes.
Offensive foul here going the other way. That foul, the 4th on Obi, as Cunningham banks it in.
How about the pass for Booker? Was she like...
Morgan drives around Booker and lays it in. Good take there from Tony Morgan. And she has helped lead this Kentucky team to the Sweet 16. What a dish. Lee.
He saw the defense.
Lob it in, Obi. Little push shot won't go. Booker the routine matchup. Booker, Shore.
And she is dribbling to her left side.
They do like a tall mascot.
Wow. And Holly, that is just incredible information.
Maybe. I like the other idea better.
Me too. Preston, smooth stroke. Morgan lobs it in. Key got bumped. Can't finish. Tiani Key will shoot 2 when they score at least 70. 3 and 8 below that, and they are not in the ballpark. 3rd in the nation in defensive rating. They have completely stifled. Oldacre, deep catch. Been slinging in off the window. Key the rebound. Right to Preston. Preston behind the back. No look to Booker. What a highlight. Longhorns. Key barrels in, and that is going to be a block against Carlton, or no? About a 5-second difference game in shot clock. Lee lobbing it in. Booker. That's going to be an illegal screen on Carlton. And Manson, Manuka Honey.
That's right.
Boone. The leaner is good, plus the foul. And that'll do it for the 3rd. Texas 8-10 and helped lead the Wolverines to just the 2nd Elite 8 in program history. Boone? No. Lee the rebound. Shot clock at 4. Lee trying to create. Fading. Line drive attempt is off. I want to remind you, a couple more Sweet 16 games today. Will be on ESPN and the app. His Strack rings in a 3. Oklahoma won in the regular season. Booker off on a 3. And then TCU against the Cinderella Ute. Fishing out. Taken away. Lob it into Boone. Couldn't handle it.
Addison Booker on the right baseline.
Boone waits, takes, and hits from 3. Take a look at what Aaliyah Chavez did in that game in the regular season against South Carolina. Door tonight.
Felt like that overtime was her coming out party.
Yes. Boone banks it in. And that is going to be an offensive foul. Oldacre gets called.
Angle look at that play.
Thank you, D. Key coughs it up out of bounds, and might have been a ball. Attacks the closeout. Key, mid-range, rims, hands off.
Been able to get their hands on them.
Oldacre can't plop it in. Morgan, the swivel, the drive, couldn't finish it. Knocked out of bounds, Texas basketball. That game will be 7 Eastern on ESPN. Oldacre able to bank it in. Carlton gets it ahead. Booker waits and finishes. Lee, a three. You bet. Melvin turning. Can't fit. 4 to shoot. Oldacre kicks it out. Gets fouled.
They are going to make your life incredibly difficult on the defensive end of the floor. This is his most gifted offensive.
Comes up with it. Booker tosses ahead. Lee will lay it in. How good is Jordan Lee? Should be very interesting to watch as a senior after the way she blossomed. South Carolina up next on ESPN. Morgan gets fouled on the floor. The team with the #1 recruiting class next year is Texas. Judd has it knocked away. How about Morgan as a pro, Rebecca? We talked about Tiani. Preston gets it in. Oldacre, good position. Key fouls her.
Both teams.
They both force about 22 turnovers a game. Oldacre misses them both. Morgan. And Key gets fouled. Parents rocking the split shirts there.
Get into games, and you heard the crowd absolutely go wild. Sarah Graves has been the energy giver for this team. She put out a and she has become a crowd favorite, and that she's getting in this day that her sister has played for Louisville, and she's getting on the court pretty.
Graves is able to get on the scoreboard for Texas in the second round. Lob it in, Oldacre. Oldacre can't finish. Rebound, Kentucky. Into the arms of Oldacre, and for a third straight season, Texas